The Frames Per Second podcast. What up? Welcome to another episode of the Frames Per Second podcast. My name is Kenneth B. Inch. Joining me, we have Rod, Spike, and Mike.
What up, though?
What up, what up? We are here. Is this our first movie review of the year? I think it is.
Yep.
Yeah, because we only finished Dune. Yeah, this is our first review of the year, I think, officially. Mm-hmm. As an aside, did you finish Skeleton Crew? Mm-hmm. Okay. Yep. Were you planning on doing that as a solo?
I wasn't planning on
Okay, I was just asking.
Is that so? It's done now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it finished. Yeah.
So how many episodes?
It's like 8.
8. Yeah, I think 8. Okay. I was gonna ask that. That's the reason why I asked. I didn't know if you guys wanted to cover it or not.
I wouldn't mind covering it.
We can, but we should probably do it soon.
Right.
Like as in next shoot, because it's going to be. I mean, the conversation's already over.
Mm-hmm.
What is it on Disney?
Disney Plus.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's only 8 episodes. Just let me know.
I'm down if y'all are.
Yeah, if you want to do it as a solo, I wouldn't have recommended it. But speaking of that, there are 2 up on Patreon right now. For those of you that are members, I did a review of Creature Commandos, so check that out. And Rod, what was the one you just did?
She Taught Love.
Yep, there you go. So up on Patreon.
Why you laugh?
Patreon right now. So Mike is up next, and then Spike is will be following him.
I'm gonna do Toy Story.
I was gonna say right behind him, but
I don't care about the.
I know you wouldn't have been
at all.
The guy.
I'm not worried.
Wait,
about
so
Spike
you really doing Toy Story?
Yeah, I'm going through all the Toy Stories.
We should do a
Okay.
whole review on that.
I thought we was gonna do it.
Yeah, we wanted to join you in your
I didn't know
journey.
that.
No, go ahead and do Toy Story. But there is a new Toy Story coming out this year, and we'll get to the review.
Nice.
I didn't know that.
Right? I think so. But we'll talk about that later. There may be
do Tell Me Lies. That's gonna be mine.
Tell Me Lies. Okay. All right. Cool. So there you guys go, man. Yeah, lots of stuff on the Patreon you guys can check out. But we are here talking about a female. The way Rod described it, this is a female version of Friday.
I said that.
I described it. I didn't do that. Y'all just lied on me today.
I said
God
that.
damn.
I said that.
You said that.
Yeah, I said that.
Rod, I had you in my when I was watching. I was like,
Rod suggested it, and as he was explaining what it was, I said that.
okay.
Oh, that's fucking. The lines started to be blurred with me and Spike.
Just like they used to get blurred with you and FIFO. It's your fault.
Yeah. It has Keke Palmer and SZA in her feature film debut. Cat Williams is also in it as well. It was directed by Lawrence Lamont, and the screenplay is by Sarita Singleton. Is that the singer, Sarita Singleton?
No.
Oh, sorry.
No, she's a writer from Insecure.
Oh, okay. And it was produced by Issa Rae.
Yep.
When I saw that at the credits, a lot of it made sense. So anyway, who do I want to start with here? Spike, what did you think about this movie, bro?
My first comment, Mike, mindset does change things. You've seen that in this movie. Anyway, you're so stupid. You've seen it in this movie. And it's the Mike Stallone. People know what I'm talking about. This was fine, man. I'm not going to have a lot negative to say about it because I want them to make more of these. This is very nostalgic of when they used to make black movies like this. Like when you would have Booty Call and all these other movies of the comedy genre. I wasn't blown away by any of the performances in here, but I did appreciate the movie because I want to see more movies like this.
Yeah, more black stuff.
Yeah, more black stuff like this.
Just
Regular black stuff.
Is black shit.
Yes, absolutely.
Right.
I am pushing for that. You did hear me say that.
Yeah. Where are you at with it?
Kind of similar to Spike. I didn't get much enjoyment out of it though. Like I didn't laugh much, man. Like, and I don't know if that's a me thing or or this movie thing, or just I'm just not finding shit funny these days. So I was really curious to see what you guys thought because I was in a low place when this came about. I had lost my grandfather the same day.
Oh, damn.
So I know I was talking about it on Instagram. I was just talking about him, and I ended up losing him that day. And so I don't know if that had a lot to do with it. So I may have to go back and watch it. But so that could have had a lot to do with my viewing experience. Because I was just like,
Yeah, that's
really
literally
just-
a mindset thing. You can't. No jokes. You can't just shake that.
Yeah, I thought it would help. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? For real, when I went into it, I was like, oh, because I was already scheduled to go see it. And that morning, that morning, my sister called me and told me, and I was like, damn, but I was supposed to go to the movies that same evening. I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna cancel it. I'm still gonna go. Maybe this will help. And it just wasn't funny. Like it just wasn't funny to me. Like it might have been moments here and there where I felt like I was forced laughing, but. Yeah. So, but no, I like it though. I still like it for black folks because it is nostalgic. You know what I'm saying? Obviously I don't think it's Friday or anything like that, but
They tried.
It's kind of in that same wheelhouse type of thing. I thought SZA did an amazing job. Not amazing, but you know what I'm saying? I thought she did better than what I thought she would have done. But yeah, she seemed natural on camera. I was like, man, this is dope. So no, I liked it, man. You know, it just didn't find it funny. I liked it, the idea of it. I just didn't find it funny.
Mike?
It's interesting that we had similar situations going to this movie because that day we also lost David Lynch, who is my favorite director. And there's very few people. There's Doom. There's very few people that have really got me upset when they passed away. Seeing the David Lynch news fucked my entire day up.
Yeah.
And I absolutely did not want to go see a fucking comedy. I had the same situation you had where I was like, well, maybe this will make me feel a little bit better and I'll think, laugh a little bit. But I didn't laugh very much. I laughed at a couple of parts.
Yeah.
That was kind of it. So, yeah. So I'm kind of with Rod. Maybe I just need to watch it again now that, the dust has settled.
A little bit.
But this was just fine.
To y'all's point, I think my biggest critique would be that they didn't they needed a funny person in the movie.
I thought that
It
too.
needed
They
to
didn't
be
have
a
a comedian. They needed an actual comedian.
Keke Palmer was
Didn't
funny
think of that.
in conversation, and she has funny reactions. She would have played well off
Right.
a real comedian.
Exactly, because Chris
Yes.
Tucker was a comedian.
Exactly.
You know what I'm
And
saying?
point.
not Cat Williams, but what's in the second one? What's his name? I can't
Mike
think of his name.
Epps. Mike Epps
is a comedian.
Yeah,
They needed a real comedian in one of
Yeah.
those roles.
And Keke Palmer isn't that.
Yeah, she's just not.
Yeah.
She's funny, but she's just not. a
Not
comedian.
that type of funny.
Right.
Not stand up
That's a
comedian.
really good observation. I didn't think of that.
Yeah.
I was surprised SZA was actually hanging with Keke Palmer in terms of acting.
She's good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was a
It
shock.
seemed really natural for her.
Yeah. No, I didn't think it was good, but
Damn.
nah, I didn't. I think having that thought about this being, a female version of Friday was going through my mind when I was watching, because I'm like, this is just a template that they used from that. So there's a lack of originality here, which is okay. I mean, a lot of ideas get reused in Hollywood anyway. So then you go to, well, what about the story? And the story is kind of a loose story, but I don't think it was overall good enough. I think I do agree with the take about a comedian would have helped. Cause Keke tried to deliver, but I didn't laugh. I only laughed once. That doesn't mean the jokes were not funny. Because I thought some of the jokes were written good and the punchlines were there. It's just I have over my lifetime watched a lot of comedians. I watched a lot of comedies as well. So it's gonna take a lot for me to laugh. But for a regular person, as I heard in the theater that I was at, they were laughing.
I was just about to say the
Yeah.
theater that I was in
Interesting.
was
Yep.
predominantly black women, and they found it funny.
Mine wasn't.
Mine wasn't either.
And I was at
black
Camp
women.
Creek, and they didn't laugh at all.
Mine was black women, and they were like, man, shit that I didn't even think was funny. Like,
Yeah.
the whole row behind me just like, ah.
That's good.
Yeah.
That is good.
Yeah. So, when it was over, people were like, oh man, that was good. So, I just thought about this from my singular standpoint, is that I didn't enjoy it, but I think that overall people are definitely finding enjoyment out of it, which is good. And I think that is a good thing. And with the way some of the things went on, I was like, oh, when I saw Issa Rae, I was like, this is definitely
Makes
up
sense.
Issa Rae shit.
Yeah.
Especially when they had the fucking couch at the end.
It's her style of funny too. And if you think about Insecure, it's because of the comedians that are in Insecure that makes it funnier than it was. Like otherwise, Insecure would be just like this, like mildly or awkward funny. But I think because she did cast comedians in it, it was as successful as it was. She just didn't have enough comedians in
Who's a
this.
comedian Insecure?
Her best friend,
Amanda Seals.
Amanda
Seals
Seals.
ain't no damn comedian.
She ain't.
Amanda Seals is a comedian?
Yeah.
Really? Yeah. I ain't never laughed at Amanda Seals, bro.
Have you ever watched one of those?
She
I
still
didn't
has,
know she had them.
she has comedic timing, and the other girl's a comedian too.
Yeah.
The
I'm not
lawyer.
shitting on Amanda Seals. I like her.
The
I didn't know
lawyer-
she was a comedian.
The lawyer lady's.
She's a
I
comedian.
can't think of her
too.
name.
You seen her?
What lawyer lady? Which
She's
lawyer?
African. The African girl that plays
Verge.
I saw. Yeah.
I
Molly.
watched her.
Yeah.
She's a comedian.
Yeah,
we
I
watch
knew that. I watched that special.
Yeah.
It was okay.
Yeah, it
wasn't
was
bad.
okay.
But they just have comedic timing. That's what my point to it.
And the
Like
one that
that-
did the growth thing,
Yeah,
I think
she's a
she's one too.
comedian.
I did not know Amanda
Yeah.
Seals was a comedian.
Yeah.
Because anytime I watch an interview with her, she ain't never funny.
Nah, she's
I
really
mean,
serious.
But I'm saying, like, Kevin Hart gives an interview, he's fucking funny. He's probably
Yeah.
funnier in interviews than he is on his specials these days.
Yeah.
But anytime you watch a comedian, even in interviews, they say funny shit. Amanda seems so serious.
Yeah, I think
Yeah, 'cause
Kevin
she's
Hart
always-
is always on. Like he's
yeah.
always on.
Yeah.
Same thing with Bill Burr. Kind of does the same
Yeah.
thing in his interviews. Like he's always on. Like
that's
you're right.
interesting.
Comedians are always like when they're a natural comedian. That's their
Yeah.
state.
Turns
Yeah.
They're always on. I think she just does comedy.
I did not know that.
That's good. I like
I
that.
did not know that. I'm going to
Yeah.
watch a special then.
Yeah.
Learned something new today.
Yeah. Not, don't get your expectations up.
Yeah.
too
No.
high.
They're pretty low.
But
Yeah, we didn't say she was good. We just said she was a comedian.
Right.
she's okay. You know what
Got
I'm saying?
you.
But
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. So Alyssa and Kiki, Alyssa and what is Drew? Is that
Drew.
right?
I think it's
Drew.
true, yeah.
Drew's a waitress and Alyssa is an artist, aspiring artist. Living together in an apartment complex with a landlord by the name of Uchi.
I like the camera work in this though. When they came
Mm-hmm.
from above and went into the store and then followed her, that was dope. I was like, oh shit, they actually okay. What's about to happen?
Yeah, so they're behind on rent and they got to pay by 6 o'clock. So you get introduced to all of them, and then they got their boyfriend living in there, Keyshawn, who is basically a deadbeat. So what did you guys think about kind of like how they set everything up? They introduce us to the main characters and kind of start to establish like their personality types.
I was like you. I know what this template is. It's the same template for Friday. Like this is a Friday setup. Some of the imagery was even the same, like as far as the apartment building on Friday too, and how they like lead into what Rod said. So I was like, okay, I see exactly what this is.
It's in a day's time.
Yep.
You know, it's one of them days.
Yeah,
It was fine. I mean, I thought. I mean, it was very predictable because
Right.
the second Uche was like, "I didn't get your rent," I knew exactly what happened. I was like, "Oh, she gave it to the girl, and the girl gave it to her boyfriend to go pay." That was super obvious. But what wasn't obvious? Spike, did you understand Keyshawn's character? Like, why was SZA with him?
You stupid as hell.
Damn it!
I was almost about to answer that seriously till you gave it away.
If Ken hadn't looked at me funny, I could have kept it together.
because I saw you setting it up, and I was trying to figure out how you were gonna get to where you were going.
I knew when they showed it in the movie, Mike was gonna ask me about it. I knew when they showed.
That
was
first
funny,
person
though.
that
I
came to my
laughed at
mind
that.
was Spike. You laughed that big ass dick.
I did. I laughed at that because that was hilarious. And
was
Kiki
funny.
Palmer's face like, oh, okay, I understand. Like she almost she got it when she seen it. That was funny.
That
nice
was a
setup.
funny
It was
ass
funny, man.
scene.
I
Now,
busted
that
out
was good.
laughing.
Oh,
Mainly
God.
because I knew you were gonna ask me. I busted out laughing in the movie.
Busted out.
I mean, they kind of set it up there because she kept talking about it.
Yeah,
I'm
you
like,
did.
oh, they gonna show.
I didn't think they were gonna show it, but when they showed it, and then they showed Kiki Palmer's face, I
let me
was
tell you something.
in tears.
That was funny.
I was. But
She's
I
like, oh, okay, I get it.
a part at the very beginning that I actually thought this was gonna be funny the whole way. I laughed fucking hard as hell when that dude was trying to fix the machine. And it blew him against the wall. I cracked up. And I was like, okay, I think this is going to be really laugh out loud funny. But it wasn't a lot of that. But yeah, the dick scene was fucking fun.
That was funny.
That was funny.
Yeah, I mean, I know they had.
Like, that shit wasn't funny. That ain't funny, bro.
I know they had to, because you could see the joke coming a mile away.
Yeah. But they still landed though.
I didn't see it coming.
I mean, the robe, and then she was like, "Take my robe off." I was like, "Why does he have to?" So anyway,
But you really did. No, all jokes aside, you really did think that that's where they were going.
Yeah.
I not even remotely did I think that was.
Yeah, as soon as he was, because it was, because that's why he had to take off the robe. So it was definitely setting it up, which is fine. It landed. It worked. It worked. I just had an issue with, like, I was thinking about, like, I mean, maybe she was like, dick blind, I guess, and that's why she kind of gave him the money, because that just didn't make sense to me, or why she would do that. But I know they had to do it to set up the movie, so I was just like,
How about that? Like, she kind of lackadaisical. I could see her giving him like, "Hey, can you go play the rent for me?" Like, I could see her doing that.
I could see that in her character too. Yeah,
That character.
yeah.
Not think, because she really wasn't looking at him like a bum until it was pointed out to her. So she thinking like he can at least go pay the rent. I gave the nigga the money to pay the rent. All you got to do is walk down there and pay it.
And he had been around for a couple of months, right?
Like it's
Yeah,
like
and that's
month
what
four.
brought it around
Month 4,
when they get in the fight later on, when Drew and Alyssa get in that whole argument about he don't like you, doesn't even respect you. I could see why she trusted him.
Okay.
She thought he liked her.
Yep.
All right. Yeah, I guess y'all talked me into it. So they have to go, of course, come up with this scheme or find a way to get the money. So they go chase him down, and we get introduced to Big Booty Bernice.
Debo.
Basically Debo, yeah. I didn't think she was going to turn into Debo, which was nice. I didn't see that one, her turning into that character.
Yeah.
But
They painted it out like with the climbing in the window shit. Like, I feel like that was an ode to like the Debo scene. Like that was the
Oh,
intro.
I didn't think about
I didn't think about that. Yeah,
That makes
neither
sense.
did I. Yeah. But yeah, so again, this was a part that kind of fell a little bit for me when Drew was in there talking to.
I already know we're here, but go ahead, Ken. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
What?
Go ahead.
Keep going.
When they were in there talking to when she was distracting her at the door, and they were trying to say, "Oh yeah, I'm your friend," blah 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 blah. That whole typical thing they do in movies and stuff like that. That kind of fell a little flat for me. But where the hell y'all going?
The next scene after that.
Bro.
When she ran into the door.
What?
That whole scene was the funniest scene of the when she came running out like T2. Like
The form was hilarious.
And then for them to show him in the back. Like,
yes, because I wasn't expecting that. I wasn't
either.
expecting it at all. But she was just. I was already laughing, and then when she hit that door, it was done.
Oh,
it
my
was
God.
done. I was laughing so hard there was tears coming out of my eyes.
The reaction from the black man.
Yo.
Oh my!
Everybody
God.
was like, oh, shit.
And they took their phones out. And she
Sure.
when she got up and she was like, "It didn't hurt." I was dying. That shit was so good.
Oh, my God.
Oh, that shit was so good.
That scene was good.
That was probably like the funniest shit to me.
Me too.
That was like
One
the
other that I
funniest
think
shit,
was
too.
funny that I thought was funny, but I don't think this lady was a good villain.
I don't either.
Yeah, well, she wasn't believable.
No.
Yeah, that was the only issue. And the motive, I don't think the motive was enough. You're mad at them for embarrassing you.
Yeah.
I don't know. That was a
Yeah,
good
that
enough
was.
motive.
Yeah, I agree with
that.
that,
That motive wasn't strong.
When you're talking about motives, we'll get there. But yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't like really many of the motives here for the opposition. It was just like, that's kind of weak.
Oh yeah, the second one
was
other villain
real
was
weak.
really weak.
But yeah, I didn't. This is not supposed to sound bad, but I never saw her booty.
Right,
So-
me neither.
Okay,
So
so
you're not just you.
so they brought it up though.
Yeah.
Well, they showed it when she was twerking at the ice cream truck.
I must not have been paying attention.
they-
Scissor booty was bigger than hers.
Right, they didn't show it. Like
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
a manipulation of the camera in the way she was
Gotcha,
like twerking and stuff like that.
Right, they made it seem like they were calling her big
Right.
booty, but so it was like I thought that
I
was going to be a
expected
part
to
of
see
the
a
joke.
big. Yeah, I expected to see a big ass, but it,
Yeah,
They
she's
tried to
some
make it
small
later
girl.
when she was fighting. How she hit him like
yeah,
jumped
when
up.
she.
When she
that was
jumped
extra.
on.
That was
Oh.
super extra. That's
Yeah,
how
that
they
was
tried
extra
to
too.
Anyway,
That was extra too.
Yeah, I'm with you guys. Like because she when she got up, she was like, "Oh yeah, y'all think that's funny? I'm gonna show y'all something."
Yeah.
She said to them, but I was like, "Well, what are you gonna do to them?" But she ended up chasing them for, most of the movie. You know, so yeah, I'm and you know, I think the other thing is there was balance in the male black characters.
I did like that. Yep.
So I did like that because him turning into basically being just like a piece of shit, you know, saying that he just took the money to start a t-shirt business and stuff like that. But they balanced it out at the end, which I did appreciate that.
Yeah, I like that character.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
firefighter guy.
Did they balance it out?
With the firefighter?
With the fireman.
Oh, got you.
Yeah. With so from here they try to go get a loan. Did you guys like the loan scene?
That was my favorite scene.
Yeah.
See,
long
this
scene,
is
yeah.
what made me think this movie was gonna be hilarious.
That little, was she Latino or was she
Latina.
Asian? Latina. She was hilarious. Oh my God. She was, you said that.
I just realized what you said.
Wait, I didn't want to call her like, well, never mind. She was hilarious. She was hilarious. I think her back and forth with them and her little small jokes that was pissing them off. That was one of the funniest scenes.
That was
to me.
good.
I've never seen a credit score this low. That had me laughing, and then when they showed it, and it was like 144. I shouldn't laugh because poor people do have credit.
It was like,
but
wait,
that
we
shit was
combined.
so bad.
It was like,
it
wait,
was
we
still too
combined.
low.
It was still too
It was
low.
still too low. I was like, God damn.
Right.
And
It was almost like Keke Palmer was offended for real. Like, girl, you in the hood too.
Yes.
Shit. Like she was there. I think she played that a little
Yes.
too well about the credit score. Shit.
That scene was really good.
Yeah.
And I don't know who she is. The
She probably a
Latina.
comedian, too.
She has to be.
Yeah, I tried
She
looking
has
her
to
up because
probably
she had, even though I didn't find her particularly funny, but I thought the timing was
Yeah, her
there.
timing
I
was
thought,
good.
yeah, it
Her
was
timing
really
was
good, and her delivery as
Yes.
well. Because she was like very over the top, so I knew what she was there, but.
Right.
It worked. It worked for the movie and the role. Because I'm like, why is she just picking on them? Because it started like out the gate.
Right.
Before they, and maybe she was like prejudging them. And, you know, you can apply like, you know, what Lucky was there for is like, these are very predatory places. And, you know, even the sign in the back that had the interest was like 1200%.
That shit was crazy.
So, and she just kept mocking them and making fun and poking at them and not even giving them a shot. And then also like, yeah, you know, I got this job, you know, I do this. So you know, there were definitely things there. But yeah, she just kept fucking with them.
It was
Yeah,
funny.
that shit
She said,
was
I thought that was the
fucking
year of
funny.
establishment, not the year.
Because they showed the number and I didn't even think about
Didn't
it.
know exactly. I didn't
man.
think that was the interest rate either. That's funny. Do y'all think Cat Williams was too preachy?
I think Cat Williams was completely not needed.
I agree with that.
Because the only time I laughed at him is when he yelled out, "Heed is not being taken."
Right.
Because he kept saying, "Take heed, take heed." He was like, "Heed is not being taken."
No,
I'm definitely gonna steal that.
I laughed at this. The only time I laughed was when he was talking about the pigeons.
He said they kept circling around.
Yeah, it did.
Wait, what? I
Because
remember what he
remember
said.
she was like, "Oh, Lucky, I guess did you track us here?" Or something like she asked. She was like, "He was at the art show."
Yeah.
And he was like, "How did you find us here?" Or something she said. It was a callback. He was like, "Yeah, you know, I used to have
I used to have carrier pigeons.
Carrier
but they kept
pigeons.
homing around in the same.
But they
place.
were
Oh, because
homeless.
they were homeless.
He said they were homeless.
I do
so
remember
they kept
that.
searching.
So they kept circling the same spot. That was funny. I forgot all about that part.
That was a good joke. His other stuff wasn't funny, but that was a good joke because I felt like he improv'd it.
Yeah.
I don't think that was in there, so I think he kind of made that shit up.
I think they utilized him the wrong way in this.
That's exactly
what
right.
it is. When you
Yeah.
say
Yep.
not needed, I think he could have been used a different way.
I agree.
I feel like they thought this was going to be a strong way, but it just wasn't.
Yeah, I agree.
I
It
agree.
just wasn't.
Another one. This is a little slapsticky. Was the blood donation scene? I just
I'm with you.
Yeah,
This
this
didn't
was a
hit.
little too much.
yeah.
Did you like the phlebotomist though?
the
The lady that plays in
The
Abbott
Abbott
Elementary.
I think
I
that's
don't know.
Janice
She
She played in
James.
elementary.
played
Yeah.
Abbott
She was
funny.
great.
Yeah,
she
she's
was
funny.
great.
She
But the
is.
scene, I'm with you. It was
Yeah, all the blood going everywhere. But yeah, I think her. She was a stripper.
Yeah.
You know, and then trying to
He
do
said, "Girl,
this.
that's my first day too."
That actually was funny.
She's
like-
funny. Like, she's
Poker.
a comedian too. She's really funny.
Oh, she
Okay.
seems like a
She
comedian.
just stand up.
Yeah, she had some. The timing was good. I felt on
her
some
time
of the
was
lines
do
that she
it.
delivered.
Time was perfect.
Yeah.
Why do it?
I did laugh a little bit when they came back because she was like, how much blood can I give? And she was just like, well, just give as much as you can. When she came back and Keke Palmer was great, yes, I did laugh at that. That was fucking funny.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that.
I just didn't laugh once the whole thing came out.
Yeah,
and
that was
they
crazy.
fell on the ground. That was squirting everywhere.
That
I was
was
like, all right,
too-
this
that
is a
was-
bit much.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a little too much.
Yeah, and then they had to get clothes, which them outfits were crazy. Bro.
That was
I don't know what the heck Kiki.
Yeah.
And then Lucky was like, "Yeah, your lady part showing." But yeah, them outfits were crazy. So they went to go get food, and this guy come through.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, the more you're talking about it, that
Yeah,
shit
it's
was
funny,
funny
yeah.
too. The Biscuit Bandit?
Dude, that was
Oh,
That was funny as
And he
fuck.
came, hey, then he spun the block on him too.
Yes. Yes. He came back and did it again. You didn't laugh out loud on that one?
when
Oh,
she
I
ran him
did.
over. Oh man, that was fun.
Oh, she ran him over. I didn't laugh.
Hey,
When he
man, keep on
ran
that,
through
but
and
he came
took
and got
it,
that shit.
I was crying because that's
The Biscuit
somebody. That's from
Bandit.
something else.
I don't know.
I can't remember what movie it is, but somebody else did that exact thing where they went to get a biscuit or something, and the dude ran
shit.
through the line. And was it Atlanta?
It might
That
have
seemed
been.
like
I
some
can see
Atlanta
that.
shit.
It might have been in Atlanta.
Yeah, that definitely
but
seemed like some
It
Atlanta.
does.
that shit was fucking. He had a whole ski mask and everything. And he just
The way he came, he got it like a football.
Yeah, like a football, bro.
oh, that was fucking
The cashier's reaction too, just like
Oh yeah,
he got
he's from
your ass.
All Deaf. Like he's a comedian too.
Really? Like, yeah, he got your ass, didn't he?
Yeah. But this was to introduce us to Maniac, who was
Reintroduce.
Yeah. Which somebody that Drew liked, and I think they did a semi good job of kind of portraying him as like a negative guy in the beginning with his kind of backstory and stuff like that, and like the line where when somebody called him and he had to go handle some business and stuff like that. So we got introduced to him, and what'd you guys think about Maniac like around this time?
I never believed that he was a bad guy.
Yeah, me neither.
Really?
Nah, his
Yeah,
face
it was-
was too soft. He had good
Okay.
skin. I was like, I don't believe this.
And they were trying their too best to make him look
That
that hard. Like
Yep.
it was like, nah, he's not it. This is
This is a
this is-
misdirection.
yeah, misdirection.
Yeah, it was
When they showed the axe, I was like, oh, he's a firefighter. I knew that part. When
I
saw
didn't
it.
get that.
I did. Yeah.
I didn't get that, but I definitely did not think he was a serial killer.
No.
Oh, I think I had dozed off. So that was it was a. I thought it was a gun that
Nah,
they
it was an
showed.
axe.
That was an axe under the seat.
Oh,
axe.
yeah, I was dozing off around.
So
this
when I saw
part.
the axe, I was like, oh, he a firefighter.
Okay. Okay. Got it.
He has a legit job. I was like, he had a legit because he said I did a little bit of juvie or whatever. He ain't really done nothing
Like
like
crime,
for real,
right,
like crime
exactly.
for real. So I was like, oh yeah, he just he might have got into a little something when he was younger, but he now has a career.
Yep. I thought
Cause they tried to show him in the bins and all that, but shit, he's a firefighter. He makes
Yeah,
good money.
Exactly.
So yeah.
Of course, this Bernice still chasing him this whole time. She come through and then their biscuits are stolen and she enacted revenge. So this was the car running over part these guys was talking about.
Yeah.
And they were just making Keyshawn just look like a complete
That
punk,
didn't make
bro.
sense. That did like
That he would be afraid of her.
yeah.
Oh, that makes sense to me. He's a fuck boy. Yeah, he's just
I
he's
feel
just
like he would
used
just
to.
slithered off. Like he wouldn't have been fucking with her.
Nah, he was afraid of her.
He said it.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. And yeah, I think they were just kind of re-emphasizing the point that he was just a piece of shit, like a fuck boy, over and over again. And he just got into a situation that he didn't envision he would be in. So and now he's kind of stuck. So
I don't know how believable that is.
neither do
I
I.
don't know any situations like
But-
that. Y'all, you know something?
What?
It's not with
Women-
black people though.
Oh, like women being able to just like, I don't know. I don't know how to
Control
explain-
your man?
control your man in
seen
that sense.
relationship-
Like be scared of
Yeah,
it.
I've seen relationship dynamics like that before.
Oh, really?
Some crazy.
I was about to say I didn't want to. I mean, I'm serious.
was black.
No, it's an inside joke.
no,
Like,
yeah.
yeah, it's an inside. But yeah, I don't. I don't know. I've never seen that.
Yeah, I've seen.
I've never
Couple times.
ever seen that.
Yeah. It looked believable to me just because of the way he was acting. Like he seemed like he was even kind of scared of Alyssa once she came back looking for the money. Prior to that, it seemed like he was kind of in control and he was just an asshole. But when she jumped through the window, he kind of bitched up immediately. So I believed it.
I forgot about that. Yeah, and then he tried to fast talk her.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. No, you're right. Yeah, I remember that. So now that they've separated, Alyssa is trying to get a pair of Jordans off the telephone pole.
Man,
This is when it lost me.
The electrocution. When she got shot.
From here to the rest of the film, it kind of was like, all right, you lost me.
it was desperate measures.
I didn't know. So two things I thought were going to happen. Either she was going to fall, but I was like, if she fall, like that's a pretty significant drop.
Long fall.
Somebody would have to catch. She did end up falling anyway, but somebody would have to catch her. So I thought she was going to tip over and fall. I was hoping they didn't do what they did to make her fall because I didn't understand how that could happen.
Happens.
Yeah.
It
Because
doesn't.
it doesn't.
That would have killed her if it happened, if she got electrocuted up there. Like,
People have
Maybe,
survived and
yeah.
stuff, but yeah, it's a possibility she wouldn't. But
yeah, I'm with
But it's just
y'all.
electricity doesn't travel
Right.
like a fucking
Right.
Scooby-Doo cartoon.
no.
Yeah, I agree with
So-
y'all. There could have been a more realistic way for them to go to unbelievable measures.
But I think, and Rod and Spike, you guys are sneakerheads. I think that because it was like, how are you going to get the money?
Oh, that's easy.
So I thought that using the shoes as a way for them to get the money,
That was good.
I liked them writing that in because that was believable.
Yeah, that specific one too.
So those are that kind of expensive.
Hell yeah.
Absolutely would have sold. You
Absolutely.
definitely would have sold them for that much.
Yeah.
But,
Dirty and all.
Either one of y'all got some?
Spike has the reimagined.
Yeah, they
ones.
re-released them. And I got them.
Yeah. I've always wanted them, but I never can catch them.
Yeah, if you had
That was the first thing I was going to ask y'all.
yeah, if you got that original pair right there, like you want,
They're easily $5,000.
Yeah, easily, easily.
Wow.
Yep. Dirty and everything.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
So they sold them for cheap then. Huh?
That was funny. I like.
Yeah, he could have got. She could have got more. Like, yeah.
I didn't like this scene.
I like Lil Real though. I'm a fan of him.
did.
Oh,
That's the only reason I really enjoy his comedy. So both he got two stand-ups that are really
yeah, he
good.
do got.
I've never
oh,
watched
yeah.
the stand-up.
I
If
seen
you could
part
get a
of
chance
one,
and
I
you like
ain't like
stand-ups, he got one on Max. I think that's really you'll like.
okay.
But I just think he's funny, so I did like this scene and the whole like fake crying and shit.
So was he funny in the scene to you?
No,
Oh, okay.
not as funny as I've seen him, but I did enjoy him in the scene because I'm a fan of
Gotcha.
him. You know what I'm saying?
I was wondering what the joke was that I was missing because the scene went on for way too long and I didn't laugh a single time.
Manipulated her. Like I think the perception is when you meet and sell someone from Craigslist or Facebook Market that they're gonna try to get over on you and fast talk you. And he did that by trying to emotionally connect with her about the dads and the
Oh,
and shit.
that's what he was. But didn't
Yeah, so-
didn't she have him listed for $5,000?
She did.
And then she sold him for $5,000.
No, she sold it less.
She
What did she sell him for?
$2,500.
Oh, I missed that.
Yeah,
Got it.
yeah,
I knew there was something I was missing. Got it.
Yeah,
okay.
he was like, she was like, once he started crying and stuff, she was like, just give me $2,500.
Got it. All right.
Yeah.
All right. I'm there now.
Yeah, so he gonna make double that. But yeah, and even knowing that those shoes are actually worth that much, and them being on the telephone pole and staying there, given how much they worth, was because of this King Lolo guy. And he had the hood on lock, and everybody was afraid to get there, and they didn't know that. So that became the second threat for them the rest of the movie because they stole the shoes. So they run into Bethany. I forgot about Bethany here, the white girl that they introduced, which was a threat of course, gentrification, which was kind of pretty cool. And it also showed like how slimy he was, where they had this really lavish apartment and they were living in this bummed out apartment with
The ceiling literally falling.
Yeah. And how he treated her versus how he treated them.
Did y'all recognize her?
She played in something.
No.
I don't remember what it was.
Wait, what?
You didn't? Bethany, the white girl.
She played
Oh
in
yeah,
something.
she went Euphoria.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Which
she
one?
She like
She had one of the
She like my man with
Yeah.
the soul weed.
Yeah.
That's the sister.
That's
Rue's sister.
Oh,
Not Rue's
Not
sister.
Rue's sister,
The other girl.
No,
I
that's
forgot her
not
name.
Rue.
The one that Sweeney plays her, I think.
Yeah, that's her sister.
Yeah.
I did not recognize.
I
her.
recognized
That's
her
who
the
it was.
second she walked in. I was like, oh, that's my girl Maud. Okay.
She the one that wrote the play, Ken.
Yeah. On the very last season,
Yeah.
she did the whole play that exposed all of the
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, the kind of reserved one.
shit. Yeah,
Right,
yeah,
okay.
real quiet. That's probably why you didn't recognize her, because she's usually really quiet. Right. But I like her, so I was like, oh, this is interesting. So I was curious to see how she handled a comedy, and she did okay.
Yeah, I mean, because
she
she
was
didn't
fine.
really, she wasn't really asked to do anything, but be
Right.
just a naive white.
Just be, which is that's her.
Yeah,
Play yourself in real life.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah, so anyway, and we also have Drew finally go to the interview, in which went completely. No, she nailed the interview.
Yeah, she nailed it.
She
Yeah,
got the
really
interview.
good.
But Alyssa told Keyshawn where they were going.
We all saw that coming.
Yeah.
Photo. Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of dozed off on here. What? How did she?
She got beat up.
No. I know the beat up part, but
The
what?
interview part.
Yeah, how
So
did?
she nailed the interview.
No, I know she nailed the interview, but what I missed was I didn't sleep long, but I just kind of
got
did.
you.
Dozed
But
in.
it was like, what did Elisa tell Keyshawn?
So
She
Elisa
took a
was,
pic. Oh, go ahead, Spike.
she
go ahead.
was flirting to try to get a larger cup of fruit from the guy that was selling fruit. And in the process of her flirting, she was dude text her, and she took a picture acting like she was with the guy with the fruit stand. And the girl realized what a picture
Where it
was.
was.
Yep.
Oh,
And I actually saw these dudes that are actually from LA. Because at first I was like, that's silly. But they were like, no, I know exactly where that is. Apparently this was very LA specific. And it wasn't far fetched. They were like, yeah, that place is called the Jungles. They did try to rename it this. That place where the guy where she took the picture, we know exactly where that is because it's in front of this building. So yeah, I think they did a really good job with that.
okay. Yeah, that's dope. That's dope. Yeah. A fight ensues, and
I like how she was calling for it. She tried to act like she didn't know.
Right.
Just like, is she with you? No.
What was y'all doing in that situation?
I'm gonna have to just act like I don't hear you until like
Yeah, you gonna let your
I gotta
friend
go
get beat
help,
up?
man. I gotta go help.
she wasn't even trying to fight back though.
Nah, she was just
was.
getting whooped.
She
was
just got
trying.
beat down.
She was getting whooped.
I was
I
wondering
can't
like
believe
what I would
dude
do.
just let her whoop their ass like that. I can't believe dude just let her whoop.
well,
their
he was
ass
already, they already established that he was scared of her.
as he's just like a punk.
Even if he wasn't a punk, I'm not jumping in a girl fight. Are you?
At least pull
I
him
ain't
letting
letting her get her ass whooped
that
though.
shit.
I'm gonna pull her off of her. She was whooping their ass.
Well, he had no allegiance either way. But I mean, if that's my girl getting beat up, yeah, I'm gonna jump in and pull her off. But if I'm just walking by a girl fight, I'm not jumping in that. Ain't no fucking
he
way.
wasn't just walking by though. He had like ties. He was trying to get.
Oh,
back
you talking
to
about
us.
passerbys?
No, I ain't talking about passer.
about
You
the
talking about
boyfriend.
Keyshawn? That's what I'm saying. Keyshawn had no loyalty to either one
Right.
of them. There was no reason for him to jump in. But
And the one that he was scared of was beating up the one.
Exactly.
Yeah, so of course he's not gonna.
I think he was telling her to stop or something. like
yeah,
that,
he
but
might
that
have been
was it.
saying quit it.
But yeah, so Mike said he would like act like
I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm not going to. There's no way I could be able to just continue an interview while my boy's outside getting beat up.
I thought it was an interesting predicament.
It was.
It was.
It
I was
was.
like, oh my god,
Because you talking about a life changing job for her.
Yes.
And she just absolutely nailed it. Now at the end, my friend outside fighting, and I look like some thug. That was good. I thought
That
was
was
really
good too.
good.
I agree.
that was really good. Really good conflict there.
Because it's funny that you asked. Because like legit, the second this happened, I was
thought
like,
the same thing. What would I do? I thought the
if
same
this was like a
thing.
dream job
Facts.
and my dumbass friend is outside fighting, what would I do?
Or being well, yeah.
Did Elisa see Drew watching? Or she
Yeah,
just,
that's why she was calling her name.
she was
She
just yelling
knew
for
she was
help.
in the lobby. Yeah, she seen
Yeah.
it.
It's like, Drew, help. Come on, Drew, please.
You hear me?
I know you hear me.
Yeah, that was great.
I mean, it definitely worked. I mean, if it was real life, I probably could have found a way to clean it up, but I think that they did a pretty good job with this part.
Yeah,
I guess I would have to help.
Yeah, I'm just what I'm saying.
You
It's
have
really-
to.
It's gonna instinct. It's gonna be instinct. You see your friend
think
out there
so?
getting their ass whooped like that,
you're gonna help.
naturally, yeah.
I might
So you gonna
contemplate
pass
for a
up.
minute.
I might have to tell them too, like, look, man, I'm sorry, this is my boy. Like,
Which is what she did
Yeah.
essentially.
Well, so I found I get it, but it was kind of fucked up for the interviewer to just dismiss her and be like, yeah, you're part of this class that we don't want representing here.
That was very real.
It was
I
realistic.
know. But to find out that she was also from that neighborhood.
That makes it even more real.
I know, but it's fucked up, bro.
It is fucked up.
Because I was like, yo, like, you are in a position with this job to hire this person that was in a spot that you were in, to remove them from that element to help improve a situation, and yet you kind of capitulated to the corporate standards.
You're
and
right.
not willing to give this, looking at this person as not what they had to do to help their friend, but their skills and what they can actually do, and be like, and try. I don't know. It was just
No, you're right, but I think this is why I like Issa Rae's creation. She did a good job of circling back and giving the girl the opportunity to clean that up at the painting party. I like that she was able to.
that's some fairy
I like
tale
that she
shit, bro.
recognized
Yes.
it. I mean, it's TV. Yeah, that is TV. Shit,
I know, but that doesn't happen in real life.
But I do think I credit Issa Rae for saying this is how it should be.
No. I don't think that's what she was saying, because she had a chance to do it after the fight. After the fight,
I think she made it realistic until she brought her back.
yeah.
Because in real life, yeah, a black person that has gained status, they look down on other. I wasn't doing that. Stop looking at me like that. I wasn't talking about you. But black people that reach a certain level of status look down at other black people. And I thought it was really interesting when she said, you're not the type of person we want here, because that's how they think. Because you're going to make me look bad. Because you bring the ghetto up in here and I'm trying to impress these white people. You're making it harder for me. It's that black cop mentality. But I just didn't like how they cleaned it up. It was just like, all right, that's stupid.
Because she had like it didn't even. She had like she didn't have that stance
Right.
earlier.
Exactly.
You know, so it was just like, what? Like she sold you on everything. Her friend is out there getting jumped. Like you could probably even, I don't know. It was very realistic in how they portrayed it and did it. It's just the fairy tale ending at the end is just like, and her after like the fight didn't exist. We're like, oh yeah, you're exactly what we need because we see you can do this. You already knew that.
She did.
Why did you need even more of a real world application for that? And it was just
stupid because how did it even get to her?
She said that
She said
because
she
she
seen
was
on her feed.
Yeah, it's
'Cause
on her
what?
feed.
Her feet, her algorithm.
Yeah.
And the white girl was very popular, so it made sense.
Oh, I forgot she was like an influencer. That's right. That's
It's a
right.
brand manager. Or
Yeah.
something like
That's right. Okay.
So, but yeah, so the money was taken, and now they have to deal with King Lolo.
She said, "Oh, y'all hoes got money too."
King Lolo was a huge disappointment.
It was.
Because I thought he was going to be somebody really popular,
Or funny.
but then it's just like, oh, it's dude from fucking
Unk.
It was Unk from whatchamacalled?
Snowfall. I
Which
like-
could have worked because he's good on Snowfall.
He is, but the way that they were like, you know, shadowing him
Mysterious.
out and stuff and making it mysterious, I thought it was going to be somebody that we were all going to be like, oh shit! But then it's just dude from Snowfall.
I think we would have been old shit if he was better, if it was a better performance from him in this.
Oh, you don't think he did a good job?
Oh hell no.
I thought he did a fine job. I
Yeah,
just
I thought
didn't.
he
I
was
just
fine.
didn't. I
I
don't
didn't
think
like
that
him.
I cared that it was him because he's not that popular.
I think
Okay,
you could
I'm
tell.
I think he was a good pick.
I
think,
don't.
I think it was a good pick. I think you could tell he was trying not to be Jerome though. He was trying to be like a different kind of LA dude versus the one we seen him in Snowfall because he didn't want those characters tied together. So I could see him trying really hard with the braids and the how he even walked just different. Like,
But yeah, he picked a role that is very similar to the role
to
he plays.
Jerome in Snowfall,
Like,
but she was trying to act different from Jerome in Snowfall.
Yeah.
So
But you're still Jerome and Snowfall. It's like why did they like make it all mysterious then? Because he wasn't like a big like like a big surprise cameo.
I think they were trying. No, he wasn't. But I think for a group of people that watched Snowfall, because
Yeah,
it was
they-
popular, yeah, I think it did work.
Yeah,
And for
his popularity gained.
for the plot
After
point too at
Snowfall.
the end, like we wouldn't have known, I don't think. But the plot
Well, as soon
point
as you heard the
of
voice,
him
you knew
being,
it was him, right?
I'm talking about the plot point of him being on the wall in the
yeah, at the
Loan-
Jack
at
Loan's
the
place.
checks.
Did y'all see him the first go around,
I don't think so.
or did they even show him?
They showed him.
They showed it. We just like
We didn't know
There
who-
would have been no reason to pay attention to, it,
Yeah.
or even know that there was.
I was
something
trying to
going
look at the wall to see if I saw anybody. I didn't see him at all. I probably just missed it. I couldn't scan that fast.
I didn't look that hard at the wall, but I think if it was someone that was, I mean, I couldn't think of anybody, but if it was someone,
Snoop.
If it was Snoop, I think that would have been a lot more like, oh shit, it's Snoop.
Yeah.
But Jerome, it's like, all right, it's Jerome.
Because we know Snoop to get, that Snoop would sell it more. I think Jerome is going to be this new version of what those characters are.
Right.
I think to your point, Spike, he has to be careful about taking all those roles, or you're going to be typecast.
Typecast, yeah.
Like the guy that plays Debo, and some of those other guys that we kind of see.
Yeah.
So, but I think he kind of worked because he's a younger version of that people know that watch those sort of black shit that you guys talk about.
That's true.
But I think maybe the acting didn't quite work. I think maybe just the character didn't work as well. So I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't like his character.
Yeah, his motivations were just kind of stupid.
Yeah.
It's like, if you knew the shoes were that expensive, why'd you put them up there?
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
it's just like, all right, what? I know you got my shoes, so you gonna owe me 5 rats. Why? You threw them on a fucking telephone pole.
Right.
Was that an accident?
Right.
And why ain't you got somebody up there to climb up there? And
That's what I'm saying, right?
It made
Why didn't you
no
already get him
sense.
down? It didn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was watching, I was like, okay, they're gonna do this whole, because the time was moving fast. So when it was like 45 minutes until 6, I was like, what are they gonna do the rest of the movie? Especially when she took the money, I was like, how are they gonna get the money back from her? So pivoting to like this secondary story, it sort of worked, but yeah, I agree with you guys what you said there.
I like when he shot and said, "What people?" And she was like, "You gonna shoot me in front of all these people?" And he's like,
Oh,
like what people?"
Did y'all like the fight between Alyssa and Drew? Like, did that resonate at all?
It made sense. And I thought this was the only time that I think SZA kind of slipped a little bit. She's not a great dramatic actor. But it was fine. But we all knew it was coming. At some point, y'all have to fight.
The template is all it's always
Yeah,
like
the
it
template
happens.
is y'all going to have to get in an argument.
I thought it was good. And I also like the way they shot it. Make it look like they was going separate ways, but then they showed it to where it was head back the same way. So I thought they shot that really well.
I like when they made up towards the end what she said. She was like, I meant a lot of what I said, but I still love you. I thought that was that was a good ass line.
Yeah.
'Cause that's more real. It's like, these are how I feel, but you still my dog.
Right.
And because most people are like, oh yeah, I ain't meaning anything I said. It's like,
Yeah, you did.
Yes, you did.
I meant that shit, nigga.
it's like, but
Came from somewhere, nigga.
right, yeah. I meant it, but I still love you because you're flawed and I'm flawed. So yeah, I thought that was a good line. What about how they managed to get the money with the art exhibit?
I didn't see that coming. I didn't see it when they stand out there with the eviction. And the white girl walks up and she's like, "Oh, is y'all having a yard sale?" Oh, okay. Then it dawned on me how they was gonna get the money. Mm-hmm. I thought she was just gonna sell all the art like just randomly though, but having the art sale and the hipsters showing up, that makes perfect sense.
I like the emphasis on your art can be valuable. Even though you don't think it is or whatever, you're just doing like this hobby thing. And
You know what she did, Rod? She changed her mindset. Got rich.
Valuable to whom though?
Huh?
Well, that's the whole point with art.
Yeah. Exactly.
Is that it's valuable to the person that's looking at it or the person that finds value in it.
Yeah.
Right.
So that was fine.
Yeah. What's your drawback? What's your reservation with that?
The white woman had to come through.
That's usually how it
White
happens.
savior.
I know.
But that goes to Spike's mindset shit. That's some white supremacist bullshit.
Which is why I'm back to like valuable to whom?
White
Like they could like
To white people, the people with money.
Let's think about and that's twice in this movie where the value of a black person is in the eyes of the people that are overseeing them.
What was
to
the
a
other
certain
time?
degree. At the
check
corporate
cash?
job.
Oh,
And it was policed by
a black one.
a black woman that is from said community. And in this situation, you go here and you're like, I'm just sitting out here, and here comes this white woman like, oh yeah, here's this black person that don't believe in their art, and she changed her mindset. But it took a white person to convince her that the art was good because it sold for a certain.
Well, her friend
amount.
always said her art was good though, which is why she had she had the light bulb. I was with you. I did have the thought of white savior thing, but then I guess it was more so, it's not like she came in and just gave them the money or something like that and got them out the situation. She got it based on something that she held, which was her talent.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I didn't look at it as a white savior moment, because she still got it off of something that she did.
I'm kind of between the two of y'all.
Mm-hmm.
I do understand why it's a white savior moment, because she would have never got there had the white person not said to her, hey, this is worth money. You can make money off this. But I'm fine with it because it's realistic. Because white people control the market that way. So I can understand why a black person would be doing this art. And they might personally think their art is great, but they don't think anybody's going to pay money for it.
Right. Especially not black folks.
Especially not other black folks. But then when a white person comes around, they're like, oh, you can make bank off this painting. Then the light bulb goes off. That's the way it works a lot of times. Yeah. White people, unfortunately, never mind. Doesn't matter. But yeah, I'm between both of y'all.
Yeah, I mean, for storytelling purposes, they had to find a way. That was the low hanging fruit. That was there, introduce it. So and
they set it up from the jump.
Yeah. So all in all, it worked. They became, unified. Now they're gonna partner together to use her business acumen to help launch her art business. They got this white woman that happens to be an influencer that know people and has connections, and you're moving on. But then, in the midst of all that, there was this is the part that kind of fell apart for me. The fire.
Bro, I was done.
I mean, I didn't see the axe rod, but I immediately knew it was him. Because how in the hell did the fire people get there that fast?
The white lady called.
I thought they were gonna. I thought that's where they were gonna go.
They were alluding to that. I thought, because he said, "Girl, the police ain't never came that fast."
Yeah, but they didn't. Yeah, that's what.
Yeah, I think Spike's right. I think they only came that fast because Maud called.
So so you're saying they didn't just have to say it; it was just kind of understood.
Yeah, that's how I took it.
Yeah, okay.
If they heard a white voice on the phone, I mean that's been a classic joke from. Martin did it,
I thought they would have made it a little bit more clear, because they kind of did that with a lot of other things here. But
you were dozing off again.
Because I heard it, but I thought they were going to at least acknowledge it.
Yeah.
But
I didn't get why the check cashing people had to be. Oh, I'm sorry, you ain't even.
no, go ahead. No.
Go ahead.
Why would the check cashing people?
Because they were on the lookout for
him, like, so they got bounties.
That's why they was on. Yeah, they had bounties on it. That's why they were on the wall.
Oh, okay.
So that came back around.
Yep, that's realistic. They do employ bounty hunters.
Really, I didn't know that.
He said,
You
"You
never
called those
watched
people
Dog?
on me?"
Huh?
You never watched Dog? I feel like that would be your show.
Hell,
You don't watch Dog the Bounty Hunter? I feel like that would
I know of him.
He
but
the dog.
I didn't know that
dirty
check
dog.
cashing places would hire him. I thought that
Hell
was like,
yeah.
really?
Yeah, or loan places, because that's a lot of money.
Is there a difference between calling them versus calling the police?
Yeah, because you can just fucking beat Dog the Bounty Hunter's ass if he comes and tries to. That's why I hate that show so much, because he runs up on black folks and he pretends he's a cop. The black folks don't understand. Like, I can fuck you up.
Yeah.
You have no authority to put me in handcuffs. I can beat your old Hulk Hogan looking ass.
So she didn't snitch on him.
She didn't snitch because she's not in the dirt anyway.
Yeah.
The whole.
Oh yeah.
So,
okay.
but regardless, yeah, she didn't call the cops, and they may have put that in there intentionally. So.
That's what I was wondering, because remember he asked, he was
That
like, "You
makes
call
sense.
the people on me."
That
He
makes
thought it was the
sense.
police.
Yeah.
And I was, there's, so I think that's a way to kind of get around not calling the police
And
by
that,
calling them.
okay, and that goes to the trope of black people don't call the police.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, that makes
like
sense.
Drake.
Yeah.
Right.
Gotcha.
You gotta be half white to call the police.
Right.
That makes sense now.
Yeah, so he still got arrested.
Oh, I thought they killed him.
Nah, they
Did
locked
they arrest
him
him?
up. Yeah,
Oh,
nah.
okay.
yeah, he got locked
I
up.
thought he shot at them.
I thought he was gonna get shot too when he did shoot at he shot at what I thought were police at the time, but
Right.
it wasn't.
Bounty hunters.
So I thought when he shot, I was like, oh man, they about to kill this dude.
Oh, and they didn't?
Nah.
I must have looked away
Nah,
or something.
yeah.
Okay.
Maybe you dozed off.
I might have.
But nah, yeah, he got arrested. Yeah, he got arrested.
That's
and,
good. Okay.
If
If it was Lena, they'd have definitely killed him.
man, bro, for
In
real.
slow motion.
Right. Him and his boys.
Right. Right.
Because they saved him from being, getting burnt up in the fire. But And at first second, I was like, why'd y'all go in this room? You have no way of getting out. But the fire, they got trapped because the fire went through the door.
Yeah, the fire part was stupid.
Yeah.
It just seemed like it was it was a little bit too much at this point.
How did it happen? How did the fire happen?
He had candles
those
in
That's
there.
right. That's
'Cause
right.
the-
Trying to make it
Candle
up to
over.
her.
Yeah, and they get the.
But to your point, though, why didn't they just run out the door? Was the fire blocking the
It was
door?
blocking.
It was,
the door.
yeah. Because I asked that question and I remember seeing the fire kind of run through the door. So.
And they brought back the whole flammable shit. Remember when he was showing them the shirts, and he was like, "These are high quality," and she was like, "These look flammable." The shirts were by the door.
Oh, okay.
So that's what actually caught fire. So I thought that was actually pretty well done. It was just it was too much. We didn't need all the fire.
But it was to reveal the dude was a firefighter.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So it was a firefighter, and to reveal how they're going to make that money because the firefighter guy was going to help
ahead and
them, and the
claim.
fact that he had faulty wiring or whatever the fuck it was.
I wanted them to show the white girl dickmatized because you seen dude was talking to her.
I did.
I wanted to see that.
Yeah.
I wanted to see what
I
that
thought
looked
that was
like.
kind of funny, but
Because did they say he moved in?
he was asking to move. Oh wait, no,
he moved
did
in.
they say
Credits
Yeah.
in the end credits. it
They
said
live
he
together
moved
in the new
I wanted to
refurbished
see a
apartment.
clip of that. I wanted to see just a clip of it.
Which, I mean, there's that, that's something that could be discussed, but you know.
that Spike wants to see the clip of her getting dickmatized?
I just
Spike wants to see how realistic it was. That ain't how that go.
I had forgot all about that. Now I see what you're talking about. Yeah.
I thought they was gonna have him try to block the door with his dick.
What?
I thought
What?
What they
It would
said.
catch on fire.
No, they're talking about the smoke. I thought it was because the smoke was coming in there. So I thought when they said go handle it. I thought when they said go handle it, go block the door. I thought they were gonna try to play to go tap into the joke even more and just try to do it with his dick. That's what I thought.
That's funny as
That might have. They probably. You know what? They probably
Yeah,
did
they
think
just took it out.
but they're probably like, "That's too much."
That's too much.
Oh
I
God.
thought that's what they were gonna do.
Oh, I never even
I was
thought
like, they
that.
better not. I was like,
God.
because they just had him go and you never saw him.
We never saw what he did.
All you heard him was coughing.
You're probably right.
Yeah.
They probably took it.
They probably
took
did it
out.
and took it out. They probably like, "That's too much dick.
much.
That's way too
That's
much
worth.
dick."
Yeah.
'Cause that might have actually been funny because I thought they were trying to block the smoke.
Yeah.
So if he laid down and put his
Put his
dick
dick on
on
it
the
so-
bottom of the door, I would have hollered. I would have hollered.
I really thought that's what they were gonna do.
Oh God.
I thought they were gonna do that.
Oh shit.
But yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. I did think the lady was funny here, or at least I thought how she delivered it was funny when she came back. She was like, "Oh yeah, y'all got a reward," and it was like what $60-$30 or something like that.
She's like, "Oh, you want it?"
Yeah,
I don't like her.
Like, yeah.
she was like a real asshole about it. It was like, don't sit here and play with me. But yeah, I mean, all in all, that was pretty much the movie, man. It was runtime. It was quick. You in and out, hour 30-some minutes, and that was it. Like I mentioned earlier, like when it was over, a lot of people were really pleased and satisfied with what they watched. So I was happy for that. That is definitely so far as receiving positive reviews. So yeah, that's it. Any final thoughts?
Yeah, because it got 100 first out the gate. Yeah, it got 100 on Rotten Tomatoes. I saw that.
I mean, you believe that, or
I was gonna say, don't believe that, guys.
I mean,
It wasn't a lot of people that went to. I think once more people go.
you said it was like
comment,
one or
it'll
two
go down.
people.
yeah, it still got high ratings though.
It's still
yeah,
holding up.
I do
it's
think
still
this
holding
is
up.
something that they'll probably franchise. It's gonna be a part 2 to this.
I hope not.
They probably will do a part 2.
Why not? Damn.
Fucked up. That's racist.
It is
know.
racist
You
kid.
want a part 2 of what's some other shit?
Some white people shit.
The
Right.
Fall Guy. He want part 2 to Fall Guy.
That was actually good and funny though.
See.
Nah, man, make a part 2.
Yeah,
Shit,
I
fuck it.
wouldn't mind this being a franchise, but they just need to add some funnier people.
It's obviously funny to some people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Kiki Palmer got her own style. Of,
yeah, it's obviously funny to some people. Everything comedy isn't the same to everybody.
Yep.
You know, so I like that. Some people actually are laughing at this. They find enjoyment. They're not as serious as fucking we are about things or whatever. So, and then, like I said, I'm also outside of me being like serious and stuff. Like, I was going through a tough time, so it could have affected it. So yeah.
To your point, too, you right, but to your point, Ken, it just felt good seeing like being in a black movie. I feel like it's been a while Well, what are that
I feel like
scary
it's been a
movies?
while.
Yeah, it's been some black movies. What you talking about?
Name one.
Sing Sing.
I don't even know what that
Yeah,
is.
but
Exactly.
that's
But I'm saying like this was heavily promoted in a black movie. I don't even know what Sing Sing
I
is.
didn't even see the
Yeah,
trailer
that's
for this. What do you mean promoted?
It's been everywhere.
Yeah,
Scissors.
it's been
Everybody
everywhere.
been
They
talking
started
about
promoting
this.
this heavy.
I didn't know
like
about this
SZA
until y'all mentioned it
Oh
last
no, I was
week.
see you're not
SZA,
paying, that's because
yeah,
you're only
SZA
paying attention to certain
Yeah,
things.
you're looking at
So,
white
like,
people stuff. You looking.
Not,
You
not
gotta
saying
look
that
at black
what you're
people.
paying attention is bad, but
Ooh, pew pew.
since this mic is just getting up. But
SZA, Issa Rae, and
Yeah, it's
Kiki
been
Palmer been
promoted.
doing interviews together everywhere on this.
Yeah,
Like,
they
they
been-
on Entertainment Tonight, like all of that shit.
yeah, it was heavily promoted.
There have been other black movies. There haven't been black movies like this.
I'm talking about like
That's
a
what I meant,
blockbuster,
like this. I meant
a
like
blockbuster
this.
type
like
of movie.
Booty Call and shit.
Yeah,
like
I know
we used to
because
go
that's
see.
what is considered a black movie.
Yeah.
But when black people do serious shit, it's not a black movie.
Yeah, that ain't.
That-
Did you go see Nickel Boy? That's a black movie. Man, that's a black movie.
that is
You
a
read the
black
book?
movie.
I didn't know there was a book.
Yeah, it's a book. It's really good. You probably know the writer. I have to pull him up, but yeah.
Oh, I really want. I haven't
Did you
seen
see it yet? Oh, yeah.
I just watched a fucking video essay about it, and I was
Man.
like, "Fuck, I'm mad I didn't go to that shit."
I ain't know what I was walking into.
But anyway, yeah, I mean, you know,
What was that?
Y'all had
what was
Book
the
of
scary
Clarence.
one?
They had Book of Clarence last.
that was a black film.
That was last year. That was
That's
the
been a
before
year
last.
though. That's what I'm saying.
Was
It ain't a lot of options.
mean-
It was beginning of last
But
year.
it is
'cause
good.
It made
Yeah,
my
yeah,
list.
you're right, Ken. But y'all didn't like that either.
What was
Sure
the
didn't.
scary movie?
Yeah, I didn't.
What was the scary movie?
Oh,
The
the Blackening.
Yeah, I
So there
enjoyed
have been
that too.
black films.
I enjoyed that too. Yeah. But it's too
But it's
far.
far few-
I
it's
feel
too
like it
far
used to
and
be
few
more
between.
often,
Yeah.
right? I feel like we used to get the
Yeah.
Wood and
You
Love
want
Jones.
hood films is what you want.
There's Bob Marley. There's Bad Boys.
Bob Marley, no.
There's
See?
Beverly Hills Cop.
You want
The
hood
Deliverance.
But
Okay,
Beverly
yeah,
Hills
I want
Cop
those
was
type
on
of
Netflix.
stories. Yeah, you're right.
That's
Rebel
Mike's right.
Ridge.
Rebel Ridge was Netflix too.
That's not a black movie.
It's
Rebel
kinda-
Ridge.
Rebel Ridge wasn't a black. Was it?
Yo, they got the
That's the part I liked about
Did
it.
y'all see the
Is this
dude from
right?
Rebel Ridge was on Jennifer Hudson's show?
Yeah, it's
And she had to
viral.
turn the comments off because of
Why?
how people were talking about in the comments.
What were they saying?
Just if it was a woman, they said it was sexual harassment essentially.
From him to her?
No, from
Oh, from
the
her to him.
women of the world to him.
Oh,
Like I don't care about your wife and this, that. You can do
was
this
crazy.
to me and
Like, they making
just
videos
give,
on that
just
shit.
give me one
Him
night
dancing.
and did you because
Like
you
women
could
are putting
see
themselves
his,
in the video.
You can
'Cause
see
it's-
what?
his print and they claim
Could you
it's
see
in
it?
the walk-in. I didn't pay
Could you-
attention.
come on,
Mike.
Spike.
I didn't watch
Yes,
the
you
walk-in, but women were saying, "Oh, look at that print in the pants and shit like
Oh,
that." Like all in the
wow.
comments.
That's
She had to cut the
terrible.
comments off.
That's terrible.
That's wild.
They
I
have
didn't
the
know that's
Wild
why. I thought they
Robot
just
here.
like to dance.
As a black film?
Yeah.
What? Maybe there was black people. I don't know who did the
And
voices.
this is on Essence.com.
Oh,
Wait, what
wow.
do you ask? What did
He
you
said
say?
the Wild Robot is on the list of black
black
films.
Oh yeah, probably because of Lupita.
That's
Oh.
crazy.
Yeah, yeah.
That's crazy.
Mike,
yeah,
Mike is
crazy.
right. I'm talking about those kind of
Yeah.
black stories that like
You're right.
a baby
Yeah.
boy or boys in the hood.
Yeah,
or-
you want hood
I
films,
want
but
hood
black
films.
people are more than that, Spike.
I still want.
You
them.
need to change
That
your
don't,
mindset.
that don't mean that we still need those stories too, though.
Do we?
Yeah.
Do we need those stories?
Absolutely.
Did you
'Cause
need this
isn't-
story?
We
Yes.
didn't need this story, Spike.
I did.
Why?
It's a female
We
pers-
have Friday.
It was a female perspective. of
You
it.
don't
Friday's
care
been
about
so
female
long
I
perspective.
ago.
You
do. I
know.
care. I'm a feminist, Mike. I care about how women feel.
That's what's up. You're stupid.
I feel like we've started to evolve from that.
I still, you're right, Ken, but I still
You want
think
balance.
those stories need to be told.
You want balance. I get
Yeah,
it.
because it's still very prevalent.
That's why I like rap shit so much. Rap shit
I did
was
too.
like-
That's why I liked it too.
That was that kind of.
That's
story.
why I liked it too. Yeah, but I expressed that on the show.
Anybody watch 666?
I saw some of
36
it.
or whatever it's
I
called?
saw a I was like, I'm straight.
It's
What was that?
That's
on
the
Netflix,
that's
too.
Tyler movie.
That's Tyler movie.
Tyler
That's his?
Perry.
I thought he did that.
Oh, I don't
The
know.
six-
I didn't know
The
it was
6
Tyler
triple
Perry.
6 on
I didn't know
Netflix.
I didn't know that was him.
I didn't either.
Hold on, yeah, I
I
think
don't
so.
watch.
Yeah, we need more than Tyler Perry is what I'm saying.
Absolutely. Now
Like
that I
he can't be the only one doing black shit.
facts. Hood shit.
Or-
Yes, 688. I'm saying the whole shit wrong.
He did that. You sure?
I just typed in Tyler Perry. Yeah.
Wow, I didn't. He's not promoting it. I didn't know I didn't know that was his movie. What is he? He's like a producer or something.
I'm not sure,
executive or
but
something?
yeah, Kerry Washington's in it, and Tyler Perry's World War II drama. Yeah,
Yeah, it looks whack. I'll probably get to it though because I'm curious. I've never watched.
You gonna turn it off as soon as you turn it on.
it's his most watched Netflix movie. But
This is-
Black
but
folks
what
in
I
it.
will say is I haven't watched it, but again, kind of like what you were saying about how harsh we can be or overly critical about certain movies. I heard just people that just watch stuff, just regular folks said it was good. They really enjoyed it.
No, same
I'm
thing
since
with
Triple
this.
Eight is what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
So yeah, and again, where I was at, I heard a very similar thing. So to your point, Spike, but there's two examples. There's the comedy, and then there's this.
Yeah.
So there's the balance that Mike mentioned. You know, but so either way it go, the budget was 14, and they made 14.
Damn it.
For this movie or 666?
For this movie.
For this movie,
gotcha.
yeah.
What's wrong?
I was trying to remember what my man, the horror guy that we did.
Jordan Peele?
No, the fucking horror movie that y'all
Oh,
all
Mr.
Crockett.
Crockett.
What about
Mr. Crockett. That's a black movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it wasn't in the theaters and shit, was it?
Was that a black movie?
Yeah, it was a black movie.
It was. Yeah.
That's why you
I'm
keep
talking
saying it's
Blockbuster.
Netflix.
Yeah. That's why.
Okay.
Yeah. That's why I keep saying Netflix. I'm talking about Blockbuster
I
in the
know,
movie
it's
theater. Go sit down.
I'm just clowning because y'all all shot on fucking Mr. Crockett.
Yeah, that's
At least I'm consistent. Anyway, but that's it, man. Let us
Good for them.
Yeah. I'm glad they at least made their money
Happy
back.
this exists.
And
It'll go up when the word gets out that people like it. It'll make some money.
Yeah. It will.
yeah,
I like it, man. I like it. I like it for us. You say it all the time, Mike. We deserve to have like stories be
agree.
told. I like that.
Well, that's why I was
stance.
trying to clarify when y'all said there wasn't black shit.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
I didn't know the reasoning behind them stop making like those type of movies. Is they said that because they don't sell DVDs anymore, and those movies would make more money selling DVDs. They don't make any money
Why?
off
They would be
stream.
bootlegs. What difference would it make?
Black people will buy DVDs. I used to have a whole collection of all black movies.
Yeah, but you're a different black.
yeah, and that shit. Whoever said that makes sense.
Yeah, they said because it was The Ringer, some studio Hollywood head or something. It was like they just don't. There's like you'll get what you make at the box office and that's it.
That would be a conversation to have because for some reason I don't know why, but for some reason that sounds racist. I'm just not exactly sure. I'm not exactly
You're not
sure
what a
how
racism
yet.
at, but it's
the
in there
racism's in there somewhere, Spike. I have to think about it.
Taste it.
I can smell it.
You got onions in there.
It's in
I
there.
can taste it.
And I think you're right because I had the same feeling. But where did you hear that from?
It was on a podcast, The Ringer.
The Ringer, and they're white people.
Yeah, they are.
See,
Who like
nah.
It's a
something's
white
racist about this.
podcast by Bill Simmons. So when he
Something's
said,
racist here.
yep. So when he said The Ringer, I was like, why are they talking about that shit? And how
Well,
would they
it's
know?
it's one of the shows on the Ringer Network, and this is specifically about Hollywood. And the conversation was about black movies and stuff like that. It was
These
a
are
part
white people having the
It
conversation.
was a part of a larger conversation where they narrowed in on it. This was around the time when the dude was trying to buy. Well, BT was up for sale.
But were there black people in the room?
No, these were just two.
That makes me all the way uncomfortable.
This is a Hollywood reporter and another Hollywood writer and an executive.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
Huh. I have to go. I need to go listen to that. But anyway, that's going to do it for our review of One of Them Days. Let us know, man, what you guys think about this movie, and we'll catch you guys next time. We out. Peace.